If you're a first-time buyer, buying your first home can seem overwhelming. In this video, we'll walk you through all the steps to getting on the property ladder. In a straightforward purchase, like when you're a first-time buyer, buying a home can take between 3 and 4 months. If you need to sell your current property, or the home seller has a delay in buying their next home, this can make the process slower. Working out your budget is the single most important thing you can do as a first-time buyer. The easiest way to do this is to use a mortgage calculator to see how much you can borrow based on your income and deposit savings. As a rough guide, most lenders will let you borrow around 4 to 4.5 times your household income, and you'll need a minimum of 5 to 10% house deposit. But with property prices rising, this may not be enough to afford the property you want or buy in your local area. Working with a mortgage broker at this stage can be extremely helpful, especially if they are experts in affordability like us. They can help you work out how you can boost your budget so you can afford the home you want or get on the ladder sooner. Now that you've got a clear idea of what you can afford, it's time to get a mortgage in principle. This is a simple document from a mortgage advisor or lender which confirms the amount you can borrow based on the information you've provided. You can get a free downloadable mortgage in principle from our website when you create a Tembo plan. While you don't need a mortgage in principle, it shows estate agents and home sellers that you're a serious buyer and can afford the property. Now for the exciting bit. Start looking at properties on Rightmove and Zoopla and contact local estate agents to book in viewings. Our video on what to look out for when viewing properties will tell you what you should watch out for and handy tips. When you've found a property you like, it's time to make an offer. Remember, you don't have to meet the asking price. Research similar properties on Rightmove and Zoopla to see what they've sold for, as well as how long the property you're interested in has been on the market. When you're ready, let the estate agent know on the phone and in writing what your offer is. If you're a first-time buyer, make sure you emphasise that you have no chain, as this is extremely attractive to home sellers wanting to move quickly. When your offer has been accepted, ask the estate agent to take the property off the market as soon as possible. This will help prevent another buyer coming in and making a higher offer at the last minute. You now need to apply for a mortgage with a lender. If you're using a mortgage broker, they will deal with most of the admin for you. This includes providing information about your income and expenses to the lender for them to conduct an affordability assessment, as well as a credit check. The application itself is usually very quick, but you'll need to provide up-to-date bank statements and payslips, so it's worth getting these ready. Next, you'll need to enlist the help of a conveyancer, who will deal with all of the legal aspects of your home purchase. A conveyancer is just a solicitor who specialises in property. Once you've appointed a conveyancer, they'll get in touch with the seller's solicitor. They'll also receive the property's title and a draft contract. It usually takes between 2 and 4 weeks to receive a mortgage offer from your lender, but this can vary depending on how quickly you respond to any questions they have and how busy the lender is. During this time, the lender will send someone to the property to complete a valuation. This is to make sure that the price you're paying is aligned with the wider market. A property survey is the best way to check that the property you're buying is structurally sound. Although not a legal requirement, a survey will reveal anything concerning about the condition of the property. If any issues come up, you might be able to renegotiate the house price. There are different types of surveys that you can get, but the main thing to remember is to go with a professional. Check that the surveyor you use is a member of one of the 2 main accredited bodies, RICS or RPSA. At this stage, your solicitor will begin a series of searches and investigations. This is essentially to check the information about the property held by the local authority, as well as any environmental risks or new developments planned. Your solicitor will also raise inquiries, which the seller is legally obliged to answer fully and honestly. This is your chance to ask any questions you have about the property. Your lender will want you to have insurance from the moment you exchange, so it's a good idea to give yourself a bit of time to shop around. In order for you to exchange contracts with the home seller, a few things need to be in place. 1, you need to have sent your deposit over to your solicitor. 2, both you and the seller have signed the contract. 3, you've agreed a completion date. And 4, you and the seller have given your solicitors final authority to exchange. Once these steps are all done, it's over to the solicitors to exchange contracts and ensure all of the financial aspects are complete. This includes requesting the money from your new lender and getting a final amount of money from you, including stamp duty and legal fees. Once the seller's solicitor has received the money, they'll call your solicitor to confirm and give the go-ahead for the estate agent or seller to hand the keys over to you. Then it's time to get the moving van packed up. The property is yours. Want to start your journey to home ownership? At Tembo, we specialise in helping buyers boost their mortgage affordability so they can get on the ladder sooner. We've already helped thousands discover how they could afford their dream home. In fact, on average, our customers boost their buying budget by $82,000. To see what you could afford, head over to tembomoney.com to get started.